Hello, friends. This time we will discuss how a wise ruler make his nation, the nation he ruled, rejoice. We are going to find out that this nation of this ruler, this famed ruler, by the way, we are talking about King Solomon. And his nation, there is no servants, my friend. And his nation, his fame intrigued another ruler in the person of Queen Sheba to visit, to confirm what he heard. The fame of this great man. But it's futile, my friend. This man terribly exceeded what he heard. It's not a half what he heard. Solomon exceeded. So let's start our reading. By the way, we are check this out. Second Chronicles chapter 8 and chapter 9. But of the children of Israel did Solomon make no servants of his work for his work. My friend, this is contrary to third world nations. Go to third world nations and you will find this very true. Third world nations enshrine. They almost make them hero. They make them hero. They praise their people. They export their people. They work abroad as domestic helper, as servants, and they call them heroes. This is contrary. We are not critiquing the third world nations, the leaders of third world nations, but this is very contrary to the leadership of Solomon. By the way, we love the third world nation, and by the way, we produce this video for them to hear and check their leadership so that the people they rule will rejoice also. They need the wisdom of this great man Solomon. Let's see another one. What's the secret of this ruler, great ruler Solomon? In verse 14 of chapter 8, he appointed according to the order of David his father the courses of the priests to their service and the Levites to their charges to praise and minister before the priests as the duty of every day required, the porters also by their courses at every gate, for so had David the man of God commanded. So, praising the Lord God Almighty, duties to the Lord God Almighty is very important. Services to the services. So, praising God is very important. The commands of God are very important. To know God is very important in His kingdom. And let's go to chapter 9. Let's hear the chronicle of the actual encounter of this famed ruler, Queen Sheba, who visited the wise ruler Solomon. Let's start in verse 2 of chapter 9. And Solomon told her all her questions, and there was nothing hid from Solomon which she told her not. So Solomon is really a wise person. And when the queen of Sheba had seen the wisdom of Solomon in the house that he had built, so Queen Sheba was amazed of the house which this man, the establishment which this King Solomon had built, and the meat of his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, his cupbearers also, and their apparel and his ascent, by which she went up into the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit in her. So, Queen Sheba gained the respect of this man. And she said to the king, "It was a true report which I heard in mine own land of their acts and of their wisdom. Howbeit I believed not their words until I came and mine eyes had seen it, and behold, the one half of the greatness of thy wisdom was not told of me. For thou exceedest the fame that I heard." In verse 7, my friend, "Happy are thy men, and happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and hear thy wisdom." So, my friend, this is a characteristic of a great nation and a great leader. The people rejoice. The people are happy. Trouble cast away. Troubles cast away. Complaining cast away. Grumbling cast away. So, my friend, if they need a great leader and a wise leader, so that troubles cast away, so that sorrows cast away, and be a subject of that nation will be happy. Let's further read verse 8 of chapter 9. "Blessed be the Lord thy God, which delighted in thee to set thee on his throne, to be king for the Lord thy God." Let's move forward. Verse 10. "And the servants also of Ram, and the servants of Solomon, which brought gold from Ophir." Let's move to verse 12 of chapter 9. "And the king Solomon gave to the queen of Sheba all her desire, whatsoever she asked, beside that which she had brought up unto the king. So she turned and went away to her own land, she and her servants." In verse 13 and chapter 4, in verse 13, 14, 16, these are the account of the wealth of Solomon. Gold is ordinary. Their shield were made of beaten gold. So this is it. The characteristic of a wise leader and a prosperous nation and a happy nation. So, my friend, they must choose a wise leader if they want to be happy. If they want thy nation to be prosperous. If they want to be prosperous, the strong need of a wise leader, so that thy nation and thee will flow with wealth, with joy, with a peace, with victory. So, my friends, this is not dreams. This is the actual account of the rulership of a wise leader in the person of King Solomon. And this was confirmed by another great leader, another wise leader in the person of Queen Sheba. So, they want thy nation to be blessed. They must choose a wise leader. The importance of a wise leader to rule and reign, so that the people rejoice, so that they will rejoice. Listen, here again, to the man of God. Third world people in the third world nation, the strong need for thee to choose a wise leader. If ye want to come out of the prison of poverty, if you want to come out in the prisons of trouble, my friend, we have seen that King Solomon, in his domain, in his kingdom, there is no servants. His people are masters, rulers. That is the characteristic of a great nation. That is one of the strong characteristic of a great nation. This is a rebuke to third world nations who keep on exporting their people as domestic helpers, and they enshrines them as heroes. This is a shame. But go and visit third world nations and confirm this very true. We love the third world nation. The reason why we produce this video is for this to be checked. We want them to be prosperous also. The third world people. Nobody deserves suffering. Nobody deserves torment. Nobody deserves poor living condition. Everyone deserves the blessing. Why gold is ordinary in the domain, in the kingdom of Solomon, and why food, apparel is excellent, and why the people rejoice in the domain, in the kingdom of Solomon. This must flow in the third world nation. But for to rejoice people in the third world nation, they need a leader who fear God. They need a leader, a wise leader, who prioritize worship, who prioritize the Lord God Almighty. They need a leader who like his people, who like the living condition of his people to be improved. They need a leader who likes to improve the working condition of his people. Not a leader who export his people as servants to the other nation and enshrine them as heroes. This is bad habit according to 2 Chronicles. Check this friends. This is taken from 2 Chronicles chapter 8 and chapter 9. This is about King Solomon, a great leader, a famed leader, a wise leader. So this video was taken because we love the third world people. We like their living conditions to be improved, and we like them to experience a good condition, a good living condition. But for them to be out of their poverty, they need a wise leader. They need a leader who feared the Lord God Almighty. So that's it, my friend. You can check this out. 2 Chronicles chapter 8 and chapter 9. You can comment, and we can answer. You can ask question and we can answer in our next videos. So we will be uploading this. Are they blessed? Thy friends, thy neighbors, share this to third world nation, third world people, for them to be blessed, for them to get out of their poor living conditions. We love you people in the third world nations. This video was recorded to bless thee. You need wisdom and you need a wise ruler to get out of thy poor living conditions. This is all for God's glory. Jesus will continue to be the lead speaker at all times, at all places. And the Spirit is the orchestrator of activities like this to bless and rescue and deliver people. This is all for the glory of Lord God Almighty.